How about a nice deep breath together? I think my cat will be making an appearance tonight for a couple of reasons, which I'll explain later, but no concern now. Jiggle your legs out a couple of times. Welcome if you're coming in on YouTube live stream or watching recorded. However you get here, you're here. Take a load off. It's Wednesday self-care class. Hey, I see a few more friends have cruised into class. It's great to have you on board. Nice turnout tonight. Maybe swallow once, circle your jaw around. It's a ritual. Tonight we're going to do some real live restorative because we worked very hard on Monday. It's midweek. It's the last day of the month. It just seems a good night to do self-care. Okay, are you breathing down toward your belly now? It's a good time for that. Gets us down into our feels, less head, more body. It's one of those nights it makes you grateful to be an indoor human and an indoor cat, that's for sure. 2 more minutes on our back. Breathe what you feel what you breathe. Such a busy year so far in so many ways. Good job. Now, really big, deep breath, big ol' inhale. Exhale, let it all out. Good. Wiggle your fingers and toes, circulate some fresh, new feel good through yourself. The universe is always making new feel good, so connect to it. Arms up to the ceiling, stretch up over your head, point those toes, twinkle that nose, smile, get your happy on. It's a choice. It is a choice. Good. Draw your knees in and circle around on your back. I don't think anybody's ever forced into being happy. Other way. Good. Let's roll up. We have things to talk about, interesting things. First of all, my cat. Kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. Come on. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Now, while he's eating these cat treats, I have to show you this new toy that my friend Jill brought over. She's a longtime yoga student of mine. It's called Floppy Fish. I want to know what you think. Come on, do something. You're on camera, dude. Then it stops. And if he bats it, okay, well, so much for that experiment. We'll just put that over there. Anyway, we're going to start with shoulders. 1. Try not to notice the cat and the flopping fish, okay? Good luck. 3, 4, 5. I'll turn it off, I promise. 6. I just thought I would distract you. Up there goes the fish. Bye. Other way. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, how did I not think of that? 5, 6, 7. Nothing like about 4:30 in the morning to hear that thing going. And 8. Inhale up. And 4 poofs together. Up your back. Now, the reason I bring out floppy fish is that my cat is so enthralled with this new thing, and all of us have floppy fish coming in our life, something new, something unexpected, something wildly entertaining, something out of the blue. So get ready for your floppy fish in 2024. One more. I hope you can't hear that. I'll turn it off. Good. Now, we're going to do a seated forward fold. Come on down. It's a very relaxing Wednesday, no backflips kind of a class. Great turnout. Good to see you. Now relax your head and your hair. Sway your head. Cool your jets. Inhale, look forward with a longer spine. Exhale, deepen. Come on down. It's a very meditative class tonight. A lot of chance to spend time with yourself. Okay, and come on up. We turned floppy fish off. You have to charge it once a day. We switch the cross of our legs and come on down, kitty cats. Greg suggests you kind of waddle your hips a little wider for a skosh more room. Same with your shoulder blades. Floppy fish is actually a very good toy, even if it's not turned on. It still gets carried around and beaten up a lot. Inhale, come up, yogis. Pause behind you for bun elevations. Stretch up. Boy, what a change in the weather from 69 degrees, springtime, perfect football weather to cold and an inch of rain. And come on down. That's Northern California, isn't it? Can you believe January's done already? Wow. Amazing. Lace your hands, thumbs up, and we're going to smooth out our giraffe necks with our thumbs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to dig our thumbs underneath our jawbone. We're going to relax our face down like we've been doing for years together. If you're new watching on streaming, you just relax your face into your hands and kind of dig your thumbs underneath your jaw. Works wonders. Helps you to speak your truth, get your voice out, not be squelched. Some of us have gotten squelched in our life. Good. Very nice. Take paws out, drop your chin, 8 head rolls. 1. We'll do just enough joint juice to get us into restorative mode. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, relax your head down 20 seconds. Close your eyes. Connect between you and you. Feel your breath at the back of your throat. Stop thinking if you dare, stop thinking. Everything will still keep going in the universe. Okie doke. And they reconvene by bapping the base of their wrists. It's excellent acupressure. Close your eyes and just feel yourself getting healthier, more serene, somewhat more optimistic about things. Okay, and then put those in there and we'll do purry cats. Good, then push down and do 4 shoulder shrugs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now try to straighten your arms. Try to push your hips down. Try to straighten your spine. Try. Good. And then this flexion of your wrists. Some more purry-furries in your hips. Just another Wednesday night, just another day on the earth. Back up, over, forward, around, and down. 1, 2, 3. And it's a strange feeling to try to straighten your arms, flex your wrists, drop your chin, lengthen your spine, breathe from the back of your throat. It's a complex pose, but you meet it where you can. This is very much a withdrawal inward, shut off the outside world kind of pose. Sufficient, as my teacher used to say. He said sufficient a lot. You never got a lot of compliments, but occasionally you would get a sufficient. Very endearing, isn't it? Sufficient, Riley. That's sufficient. Other way. Thanks a lot, boss. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, it's a pretty good thing. It's sufficient. Ups and downs. A little faster if you can. Cup your hands at your heart. Feel holy, sacred, and reverent. Irreverent for a moment. We are calm and amused souls. Just on earth for a little while, hanging out, making it better. And then in my Father's house are many mansions. What does that mean? There's a lot of places to go in this universe. Earth is a fun stop sometimes. Okie dokie. And let me see your hands. Let me see your feet. And then bottoms up. Just a little higher. I'm going to come over to your house and crawl underneath you. Kind of weird, but lift up a little higher. And come on down. Seems like we haven't done Dandasana for a long time with our legs extended out. Never a bad idea to pull back on your hip flesh to seat your sit bones. Now I'm trying to dorsiflex, pull my feet in sharply, especially my little baby toes, and we'll extend up. Now sit up really tall like you're in a class with my teacher, partially terrified. Extend all the way up to the top of the cat tree, stretch your toes open, and engage the belly, the bottom of your knees down into the floor so you firm up, tilt forward on your pelvis, close your eyes, and I'm going to tickle you with a feather duster, and you're going to be impervious to my botherings. Sit up tall. Good. And relax your arms down. Lift up again, counter pose, up you go. Ooh, I can go up higher after doing Dandasana. I like that. Good, yoked. Now sit down, sink down, either way. Cross your left thigh over your right, strong. Slink the ankle under because you can. Slide in as far as you can with your knees and ankles crossed. And then way up on your right tippy toes. And if you can do this with knees and ankles crossed, you are amazing. Lift up. Good, now drop the heel down. And just bring your body weight as far forward as you can over your right foot. Everybody's got a limit here, obviously. Good, now bring your buns down and bring the knees down to your left. Maybe your ankles are still crossed. Mine for sure aren't. Good, right arm up, left arm up, turn your palms up and turn to your right. If you have to keep one hand down, I do too. That's okay. You can just do yoga with me. Close your eyes and be a prayer. Every pose is an energetic shape, if you will. Good, now open your eyes. Let's release our arms and just set our arms behind us like this. Now, if you could lean all the way on your back without your legs moving, that's a tremendous thing. I get to here and it feels like something would snap if I went further, but I've got a lot of bendy friends who can just, even with their knees and their ankles crossed, I'm so jealous. Run your own race. Do what you can do. You're not here to do anybody else's stuff. Do yours. Good. Now, if you were one of the lucky ones who gets to lie on their back, come on back up, please. And after we get back up on our paws, bring your feety pies back up like this, uncross them, plant them, and just get the dents out, lift up. Don't you know this is good for you just to do this 2, 3 times a week? And come on down. Now, super flop your right thigh over your left. And if God made you to do that last little underneath, and then slide it. I can say it, I just can't do it. Walk your butt all the way into your heel, hands in, and extra high up on your left tippy toes. And your hips are supposed to go higher than your knees. It's ridiculous. Way up. Stretch your chest up through your shoulders too. Head back. And now drop your left heel down. Keep your booty buns up. And just bring your body weight as far forward out over your left foot as you can. Not so far for me. I've seen people come forward and balance on their left foot. That's for contortionists and circus performers. Good. Now sink thy booty buns down and take thy knees and ankles to thy right. And again, if you can do that and that are still crossed, you are Gumby and Pokey put together. Left arm up at least. Right arm up if you can. Turn your palms up if you got both palms up. And then turn left and close your eyes. Feel your behind kind of gripping down into the floor, creating a stable base for the equal twist of all of your vertebra over to your left. Enjoy. Enjoy the prayer of the pose. The way that my hips are built, this left bun won't come down, so I can't get my right arm up. I'd fall on my face. It's my hips' fault. Good. Now bring your arms down. Set your arms behind you. And man, if you can lay on your back here, I am joining your social media page. Arms up over your head just to show off if you can. It's not bragging if you can do it. If you're stuck where I am, at least you're stuck with me and you and I can hang out. I should probably hire a contortionist to teach this class now that it's growing, and I would show the mild version and the contortionist would show the extreme version. It's not a bad idea. Contortionists are expensive though. Good. Now let's come back up on our hands. And we'll bring our knees back up. Yeah. We'll uncross them. And we'll counterpose with rocket hips to the moon. What a nice counterpose. Get the dent out of the front of your body. Beauteous Maximus. Good. Now we'll bring butt down, feet together. Wag your knees a couple of times. Now, as I'm wagging my knees, I'm waddling my hips back a little, getting some space. And I'm grabbing didn't there used to be a doll you could pull their hair out kind of thing? How would I know? And fold over your legs. And let's do a Wednesday yin version. Take your time, don't bounce, and actually engage your inner thigh muscles, the ones that run from your inner knee to your center, to kind of push your knees down from the inside. Relax your shoulders. Close your eyes. Be a calm and peaceful soul. Good night for it. Inhale, look forward, longer spine. You know what I'm talking about. Exhale and dive into the bliss of your own being. Stop thinking. Next inhale, come up. I've always liked Baddha Konasana, but I always haven't liked the fact it leads to squeezing your knees in together and then pulling your heels into your bottom all the way, or not. Some people get to about here and that's about going to wrap it up, but other people are very bendy. Wrap underneath your knees, re-wrap a couple times. You'll note my cat is gone. He's exploited the cat treats. He's played with the toy, and then he leaves me. So just another intimate relationship. Float your head up, drop your shoulders, close your eyes, and squeeze the stuffing out of yourself. Squeezing's a very good thing. Wringing out. If the majority of humans on the planet would just do a little bit of this with us every day, boy, oh boy. Okay, good. Now, pray with your hands and feet when you want something really bad. Grab your big toes if they're within striking distance. Now, when we inhale, we're going to bend our knees and round our spine. It gets very easy. Inhale. On exhale, we're going to straighten our spine and be tuning forks. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, we'll round spine and bring feet units in, maybe all the way to our chest. That's inhale. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, soft squeezy, pull it in part. Now we're going to exhale to an Om. Inhale. Oh, what's going on with my voice? And brings it back in for a landing. Beautiful. Okay, just a quickie here. Fold your right shin under. And just tilt your right elbow down to the floor because we've done precious few side bends yet. If your right elbow doesn't come all the way down, it's why we're doing it. If your right elbow does come all the way down, turn your chest up and lay on your back without your lower body moving. And take a picture of yourself doing that and put it on your Instagram. Get happy. Happiness is a choice. You can't force somebody into being happy. We try sometimes. Our kids, for example. Inhale, come on up. Good, then just a quick half a camel. Oh, my quadriceps. And come on down. And swing it around. Do-si-do your partner the other way. Wonder if they still teach square dancing to 6th graders. Place your hands behind your head. And you'll note my left elbow is not coming down to the floor. That's okay. But I'm leaning in, I'm squeezing my guts, turning my chest up a little. Self-care at its finest. We have a nice sequence on the back, a nice Setu Bandhu Sarvangasana, supported bridge pose sequence coming up. Side bending is so good for the back, the lower back. Good, kids. Now come on up and pause behind you. And hey, I'll have you a hip contest. Whose hips come up higher? Well, you won that one, but at least I tried. I was in the game. Up you go. A little higher. And sink down. Good. Okay, drag this one out. Class is going to take, and now for something completely different. So we're going to sit like this, pretty standard. And for 1 minute, I trust my students that you can find a little spot on my carpet, on your carpet right there. I'm going to tilt my face to aim at that. I'm going to open my eyes half open. I'm going to gaze at my little point. I'm going to keep still eyes. Blinking is fine. Relax your shoulders. And let's do yoga drishti gaze for 45 seconds. We are calm and peaceful souls. Appearances begin to shift when you gaze softly at one little point. You'll see things, won't you? Colors will surge, light will shift. Sometimes you see the underlying prana or life force that's in everything, even inanimate objects have it. Good. Now close your eyes, and if you don't mind, Greg invites you to pray for the thing most wanted or needed. Pray from a sense of gratitude and that it's on the way. Pray big, pray bold. You never get in trouble for praying too big. You do get in trouble for praying too small. Good, my friends. That was a nice sequence. I liked it. Thank you for sharing that with me. Now, I have larger than average blocks. So when it comes to lying on my back and lifting my butt up on a block, one block does it for me, but you might have those more standard size yoga fusion blocks from back in the day. But whatever it is, let's get on our back and we'll go through a supported bridge sequence, which is tremendous for your circulation and leg strength. So we get on our back and you just put, it's up to you, 1 or 2 blocks underneath your hippies, right underneath your triangle shaped sacral bone. Doesn't have to be too big of a lift. I'm going to let you decide. And then don't turn your head in this pose. Stare straight up at your ceiling. Bring your knees in and take your legs up into lifted Viparita Karani. All the parts of this sequence will yin it for about a minute for all the different shapes. So there's no rush. There's no hurry to get to the next one. There's no frenetic need to make it go faster. You can even close your eyes. We really want that sacral bone, the big bone at the end of our spine, that big flat one, to flatten down over the block. Now, I wonder if we could do 2 rounds of breath work. Let's try it. Exhale all the air out. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Try 2 of those on your own, 2 cycles. Good. I completed my two, so I suspect you did as well. Now we're going to Upavishta Konasana, side splits. Definitely get more leverage in the groins with the elevation of the lower back and the tilting of the pelvis. Try a round of breath work in this more challenging place, please. This is better for you than broccoli and Brussels sprouts, although those are good for you too. Okay, now kids, squeeze your legs back together for happy relief. 20 seconds, just legs up, cool it for a sec. Now, I'm having the feeling that my spine is opened up. So just for me, I'm going to tilt my butt up, the block up one more size. That's just for me. You decide for yourself. You be you, I'll be me. Legs back up. Good. Now, widen your legs out and cross your left thigh over your right thigh as strongly as you can. And like a sewing machine, slink your left ankle underneath your right ankle, because I can't. And then lower your right foot down to the floor like the lunar module slowly landing on the moon. If it feels like it's not strong enough or it's nothing's happening, just put another block underneath your butt. I'm just kind of hanging over this block and my hip flexors are lightly screaming, but I love this pose. It opens up my hips, my hip flexors, my quadriceps, releases my lower back. I get this nice, long, patient stretch of the back of my neck. I can take a little time finally. Try a breath count. Exhale all the air out. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now bring your knees in. Extend your legs back up to the ceiling. And widen your legs out for the splits just to open up a little more space. Exactly when my cat comes by in this somewhat vulnerable position. He likes to grab my tights sometimes and sharpen his claws on my nether regions. Boy, there are a lot of people not doing this tonight. So congratulations on taking dang good care of yourself. Now squeeze your legs back together. Super wrap left thigh over right thigh and sewing machine slink left ankle underneath right ankle unless you can't. Did we just do that? Sorry, I screwed it up. Cross your right thigh over your left thigh. My bad. And slink your right ankle underneath your left ankle. Then let your left foot come down like the lunar module. Yep, that's right. Okay. Ooh, I just got some nice spinal release. Do that breath work if you like it. 3 in and 4 out. It works wonders. Now, don't breathe from your chest in this pose. Breathe from your belly button. My cat's bored, doesn't like rainy days, can't go outside and chase the birds. We all gotta stay inside sometimes. Okay, kids, now bring your knees in, take your legs back up for half a minute of heart healthy circulation, shifting, legs up, legs strengthening pose. Now, in a moment, not yet, we're going to do Urdhva Paschimottanasana. That means upside down, forward fold. And if you do this next one properly, I'm so glad that I've pulled this one out of the archives. But what you do, your hips are on the block, right? And keeping your hips on the block, you just let your straight legs descend over your body. We don't bring our butt up over our head. You just let your legs come down. I would maybe call this pose Helgasana, because if you had a very deep forward fold, you could keep your booty buns on the blocks and your legs would fold right down onto your face. But for me, I like it because it keeps my spine very supported and stable. It anchors my lower back. I don't feel any need to kind of cram myself over my legs. And below all else, I can take my time, keep a very long line of the back of my legs, and let it sink in. Try a couple of breath counts. The more your legs fold over the top of you, the more your hips anchor into the block. It's really a smart pose. Good, kitty cats. Now take your legs back up. Good job on that one. I'm proud of you for doing that. Now with your legs up, pull the bottoms of your feet together and pull your heels down toward your groins. Now, if we were perfectly flexible, and you're probably not, your heels would just come down and collide with your groin. So maybe it's better that that doesn't happen anyway. Now, keeping your feet together and your knees wide, let your feet descend down to the floor. If they don't make it, just try. You might have to move your feet out a little further to get your feet down. And that, my friends, is a very strong stretch, but you can do it. Takes me a few moments to get my heels down. Taking our time, let it sink into our body. Good, now the final part of the sequence. The knees come together, the knees come up halfway, and the legs go back up to the ceiling. It's like our square one. Now bend your right knee and grab your right knee with your hands and lower your left leg all the way down to the floor. Try to flatten your left foot on the floor. Good luck on that. And then obviously draw your right knee in as far as you can. And you have a friend sitting on your left thigh and trying to push your left foot down into the floor as you're drawing your right knee in. If you want to try to straighten your right leg for more fun, feel free. Don't be embarrassed if you're one of the tighter people. It's okay. This is the class for everybody. No judgment. Good, now bend your right knee. Bring your left leg back in if it's still attached. Lace up over your left knee and extend your right leg all the way down to the floor. Piano bench notwithstanding. Now, for me, it's very challenging to try to flatten my right foot on the floor and pull my left knee in simultaneous. But I can do it in a relaxed and patient fashion. Settle my shoulders. Friend sits on my right foot. Ex-friend. Pull that left knee in. And if you're more bendier, you can lace on top of your left hamstring and straighten out your left leg. And if we were circus performers, the left leg would come all the way over on the other side. Hey, cat. Why do you always come by in the most vulnerable poses? Because he's a predator, he knows. This is kind of like doing the splits, but without quite so much trauma. Bring both knees in and both legs back up for finishing legs up sequence. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. There he goes up in his cat tree. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you don't have a sore back and you're feeling good, just lower your legs down halfway. If this bothers you, just don't do it, okay? It's a pretty strong one just to bring your legs down halfway. You can always bend your knees. It's another way to do it. And if you're feeling really strong, you can bring your legs down halfway more. And then halfway again. And then you can let your legs all the way down. You can bring your feet in. And now we're going to lift up our buns to a count of 5 up off of the block. So inhale, buns up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep your buns up. And now booty buns are coming down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend your legs all the way out. Cross your left thigh over your left ankle over your right ankle. Boy, that was well said. Cross your left ankle over your right ankle. Take your arms up to the ceiling. Cross your wrists. Turn your palms in so you do that clapping thing. And then, if tolerable, extend your arms up over your head. If this is too strong, grab your elbows instead. This one's pretty strong for me. This is called Spanish Inquisition, being on the rack pose. Good, now bring thy arms back up. Cross your right ankle over your left ankle, legs extended. Switch the cross of your hands so you can clap this way. If it's too strong, grab your elbows instead and drift your arms up over your body, essentially ripping your body in half. That sounds good. Now breathe from your belly button, nice and deep. Okay, now for our finishing twist, we'll bring our arms back up and our arms down by the side of our body. We'll bring our left knee in, keeping our right leg extended. And we'll just take our knee down all the way over to the right, all the way down. Now, if you like a blanket underneath your neck, so do I on this one. But my left shoulder does lift, but I pin my knee down and then I open my torso back to the left, take my time, and this is a very strong, yet patient and peaceful twist. I can see my head in the screen, and my chin is way high and my head is dropped down. And so I'm being very careful with the release of my neck and my upper back. This is what the chiropractors do to you when they want to get you. Good. Now, biggest inhale you got. Biggest exhale. Good. Let's inhale our left knee back up. And we'll shift our booty buns back over to, a couple inches to the right. Get everything back where it's supposed to be. Right knee is to come in. Left leg is to extend out now. And then right knee sweeps over all the way over to the left, all the way down, even if your right shoulder lifts. Now on this side, I can reach and grab one of my yoga blankets. That I'll put underneath my head, just makes the pose more sumptuous. Pin my right knee down with my left arm. And with my head supported, I can really go into depth of releasing my upper body to the right, away from my lower body, over to the left. Breathe into it, slow and steady. Good. Now staying in the pose, biggest inhale you can in this somewhat obstructed position. Biggest exhale. Melt open for 2 more breaths. Good. Now to get out, we'll just bring our knee back up and we'll just come up nice and slow for our conclusion, which I like to call the Om stretch. I think you know that. Wow, that was a nice sequence. Thank you for having me do that. You realize, of course, you guys send me the thoughts and I receive them through the ether way. Left leg out, right ankle over. This is the one for it cures restlessness, irritability, and discontent in our nervous system. Arms out, right arm under, fold them up, ups and downs to get out potential migraine headaches hiding back there. Get the hence migraine headaches. Maybe some circles, maybe some ovals. But now tall spine, waistband up all the way to the left as far as you go. Elbows too. Turn your face all the way to the right. Tilt your head to the right. Drop your chin and say with me, I am a calm and peaceful soul. Everything is always working out for me. And an amazing floppy fish is in my future. What the hell is he talking about? If you just tuned in, slide hands to elbows, bring elbows up. Good, with a little bit of a Mississippi or Alabama accent. Woik your elbow side to side. I was in Guitar Center playing some of the keyboards, and this wonderful fellow came down, sat down on the piano next to me, started playing some amazing blues and jazz. And He just said, yeah, I'm just working the keyboard. And I said, Alabama or Mississippi? And he said, Mississippi. Good, now bring him down. Boy, you can make great friends playing music one of these days. Good, now right ankle out, left ankle over, right shin folds under. Give me a hug, you guys. Close your eyes. Let's breathe from our same heart. Exhale, left arm under, folds them up, ups and downs, dig it out. Feels good. Maybe some cycles, maybe some ovals. Good, now chest face, elbows all the way to the right, keeping your butt cheeks gripped to the floor. Then just your face to the left a lot. Tilt your head to the left saucily. Drop your chin humbly. We are abundant, prosperous souls. We are mirthful, joyful souls. Good, now brings it back to the center. Slide hands to elbows. And woik, W-O-I-K, woik your elbows side to side. The nice fellow actually complimented me on my playing and then went about ripping off about 12 bars of the most awe-inspiring. And he was still nice enough to give me a compliment. What a sweetheart. Good, then bring your elbows down. Hands in prayer. I bet at 7 o'clock. Hands in prayer, drop your chin, and say a blessing to all the people on this planet who are kind and loving and generous and oftentimes very anonymous, but not, God knows. The universe is always watching. Kindness is never missed. Good. And now we'll do 5 minutes of super delicious Shavasana together. Tonight, I'm going to go for an interesting variation called waterfall version. Waterfall version involves something under Night Helga, love you. And waterfall, if you're watching on YouTube from Tasmania, who's Helga? She's my friend that was born in Germany in 1936. So how do you like those apples? And she looks like she's about 50, and she kicks my ass up one side and down the other in yoga. All right, now, this is the one where your knees go over a bolster, your heart goes over a thin blanket, and then your neck goes over happy bolster. If you don't have three things, just skip the heart thing. Oh my God, this is as happy as I get and still be PG-13. Relax on your back. Take a load. Oh my God, feels so good. See you in 5 minutes. And let go dem bones. Stop waking so hard. Let your eyes roll back. I'll come over your house and massage your temples for you. Boy, that 1 inch of lift underneath my heart just adds a fascinating relaxation dynamic to the whole gestalt of this situation. Brain rolls back, jaw releases. 2 more minutes. Soak it up. It's good for you. Okay, begin to come back to your breath. Take your time. Good. Feel your body weight back on the earth. Feel the perimeter of your body again, nice and light. Good time for wiggling your fingers and your toes, circulating feel goods around your body. When you're all absorbent and squishy. Good. Now, when you roll onto your right side, there's a bit of a blanket underneath your heart, so it's going to make it a little more, how shall we say, exciting, but somehow do roll onto your right side. Take your time. You get a nice extra crunch of your thoracic spine as you curl onto your right side. But you're a yogi, you can take it. Greg says, love all over yourself. Get it everywhere. And Greg also says, sit up with your eyes closed. It makes a difference. There's a reason we do it. Cultivate your center. The center of the universe, strangely enough, is right inside of you, and it's right inside of me, which is paradoxical, isn't it? But you go deep into you, and I go deep into me. We come to the same center together. Hands at the heart symbolize. Head bowing humbleizes. Altogether, the super mighty Wednesday yogis, we all say, Namaste. Man, you guys drew the best out of me tonight. Thank you for doing that. Wow. I'm your marionette. Yes, I am. So you YouTubers, thanks for joining. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Even if you didn't like it, let me have it. Or if you love me,